1947. The Yankees win the World Series. Harry Truman is President of the United States, and 2 years after the founding of the United Nations, New York, a city in transition, opens its doors to a new symbol for world peace.
I take both pride and pleasure in accepting the gift of property which New York City is today transferring to the United Nations for its world capital.
My father considers it a privilege to have had a part in the development of its permanent home. I'm glad to hand you, Mr. Lee, my father's check.
Thank you, Mr. Rockefeller.
This gift from the late John D. Rockefeller Jr. sealed the decision to make New York City the permanent headquarters of the United Nations. This generous donation of $8.5 million was used to purchase the construction site along Manhattan's East River and pave the way to a major landmark for New York City. With the site finally secured, its first Secretary General, Trygve Lie, appointed an international design team drawn from 10 countries. Wallace K. Harrison of the U.S. led this group of acclaimed architects from around the world. Their task, to convert the 17.5-acre site between East 42nd and 48th Streets, a rundown section of decrepit buildings and slaughterhouses, into a modern and enduring part of the famed New York City skyline. In October of 1949, the 4th anniversary of the signing of the United Nations Charter, President Truman and New York's Governor Dewey attended the dedication for the Secretariat building. They saw the cornerstone, its legend cut in 5 languages, symbolically cemented into place by Secretary General Trygve Lie. The new UN headquarters would have 3 interconnected buildings: the General Assembly Hall, the Conference Building, and the spectacular 39-story Secretariat of marble, aluminum, and glass, with more than 5,400 windows at a cost of more than $65 million. Critics warned it would be a monstrous Tower of Babel, but what emerged was one of the most successful modern buildings of its time, which draws more than 500,000 visitors a year from all over the world. Now, like the great city in which it resides, the United Nations stands symbolic of an international community of people.
These are the most important buildings in the world, for they are the center of man's hope for peace and a better life.